All right, this video is going to be on the process I do to basically transplant Bermuda grass from one spot to another. What I've got right here is just a hill of extra dirt that I've piled up over the years. I've never actually tried to plant Bermuda here. It just all come in on its own. And you can tell it's pretty thick. So what I'll do, I'll take I'll prepare a spot by rotor-tilling real good, where I'm gonna want the Bermuda to be. And then I'll take my box blade with the ripper teeth just down a couple inches, rip this up a little bit, and scoop up the sprigs. That's what you call all the roots and the little runners. Once you get them all pulled up out of the ground, you just call them sprigs. And I'll go dump it on the spot that I rotor-till, and then rotor-till them in real good, and water it, put some grass clippings on it for mulch, just to hold some moisture, and I'll have another spot of Bermuda. Okay, so one of the first things I'm doing is setting up my water pump. So as soon as I get the sprigs rotor-tilled in, I can water them. To me, that's one of the most important things, is to put water on them right away. And it keeps, because any of them that are up at top, on the top of that soil or just barely buried, they're going to dry out and then they're going to die. So if you can keep them wet, then they'll get to growing, even if they just have a little bit of dirt on them. You get a lot better stem. So one good thing about hooking up on concrete, if you got the luxury, is you can roll, especially a little BX. I mean, look at that. I can just roll it right around. Makes it a lot easier to hook up. I can just roll it back. All right, got the tiller hooked up. Got to fill up with fuel. I just got a portable pump here. I just set the battery back here, hook it up. I don't use it enough to really worry about having it permanently hooked up. And she's full. Okay, this is tilling up really nice. About 2 days ago, we got about a ½ inch of rain. So there's actually some moisture in here, which is good. So hopefully you can see on video, that's about almost as long as my finger. So we're probably going down about 4 inches or so, that's plenty. It's all gonna get tilled again anyways, and I'll go at a slightly different angle. So if I missed any spots, it'll get tilled again when I'm tilling in the sprigs. But since this is relatively soft, I'm only tilling it once. I'm gonna dump sprigs on it and then till them in, and we'll water it. More fuel. So this is the box blade I'm going to use to rip up the sprigs. You can do all this with the BX too. I've already got this hooked up, so that's what I'm using. Okay, so I made one pass on this hill, so you can see what's left. That goes pretty deep. If you're gonna keep mowing it and you want it smooth, you can backfill it with some sand and smooth it out. That works good. Or just give it time and it'll even out pretty decently. But this is what you want if you actually do it right. You don't have too many clumps of dirt like that. So this stuff will grow like crazy. As long as you get it in the ground quick and get water on it, it'll start taking over pretty quick. Okay, so what I just done was I lifted up my ripper teeth and then I went over this area one more time just to get any loose sprigs. Because I went a little too low. I think that's what I was trying to film. So that's what happens, trying to do two things at once. So I got this pile left. This will be more than enough, but I wanted to get it nice and thick because we're so late in the season. I want as much as possible to cover. So really don't look too bad. It'll all grow back next spring. You'll never even know it was messed with. All right, so here's what I got so far. Hopefully you can tell in the video, there's a lot of green out here now. If you can see that much green, then you know you're putting it on thick enough. Okay, I'll do a quick video. before I rototill all this in so you can get an idea of how much is out here. I went ahead and raked it around a little bit. I had a few piles that were pretty big. And since this is my spillway, I want to make sure it stays fairly level so it'll drain nice and even. This is, you know, it's a lot of grass clippings, but there's a lot of sprigs in there too. So. All right, here's after one pass with the tiller. So there's where I haven't gone and there's where I've gone. You can see it buries it pretty good. All right, so here it is after tilling the sprigs in 2 times at different angles. You see every now and then it'll hook on the side and it'll drag a big old clump. So what I'll do, I'll take my rake and just kind of spread that back out and try to cover it up the best I can. There's another little spot. I don't worry about these little lines right here. When it rains heavy and starts to redistribute the soil, they pretty well fill in. Now if it's going to be your yard, it's different. That's one disadvantage to sprigging it this way. You can't get it perfectly level without pulling up some of the sprigs. But I've done it before. All right, I touched up the bad spots with the rake. So now I'm just going to drive over it with the little BX to help pack everything down, and then I'm going to water it. Okay, got it pressed down. It don't look too bad at all. You can still see green on top. That's just part of it. When you rototill them in, you don't get them all down there deep. But there's still plenty in there that it's gonna grow. Like I can check a few that I see. Like see that one's loose right there. That one's loose. Grab that one. It's tight. It's tight. So those ones that are down in the, see that one I can't pull it out. That one's loose. There's a loose one. And you know, there's a bunch we can't see because they're all buried. That one's tight. That one's tight. So it looks good to me. I'm gonna put some water on it. Okay, got it watered in. This is just the initial watering. I still got to spread some grass clippings over it. That'll help it hold moisture and keep it from eroding as bad if we get real heavy rains before this Bermuda spreads. So my idea is just to blow some grass clippings up on it since it's such a small area. What I can't get to with the mower, I'll do by hand. But I've done this one little spot and it covered it really well. Okay, this is the final product. I'm just gonna water it one more time and call it a night. I went ahead and I spread grass clippings over it, and then I went ahead and drove on it again because I had it just slightly moist since I watered it earlier, and it's really pressing everything in real good. So what was up on the ground, a lot of it got pressed back in. I think this will work really good. See, there's one sticking up that's actually been pressed down in the ground. That one too. I think this one. Okay, here's the spillway 15 days later after rototilling Bermuda Sprigs in. I've also got some ryegrass coming in just because I'd already planted ryegrass this spring, let it grow and head out. So there's just naturally seeds in here, but so it's coming in real good. I have watered it twice. Okay, here's the spillway 6 weeks later. The Bermuda is really coming in good. And this is late season, so if it was earlier in the season, it'd probably be spreading even better. So hopefully this helps anyone that's thinking about doing something like this. You can really see the results fast. You know, I put this on relatively thick, so I've already got areas like this that are real, you know, real filled in. I did put fertilizer on it approximately 2 weeks ago, and then I watered it in real good. I still got my my pump out here, so I can keep water on it. It's time for some more water now, actually. It's kind of hard. This Johnson grass, I'm guessing it was already out here, the seeds were, so it's coming in as well. So that's it. I'll try to remember to post another video next summer and showing how this will just be completely carpeted over. I got my little helper out here with me. You gonna say hi, Autumn? She's not feeling too good today. You gonna say hi? Nope, no hi.